Hey guys, welcome to Heat Happy Energy Amor Tarot. So today we will, kind of try to figure out what is the attachment style of this person that you're with. So I want you to choose between these two. So whichever one kind of makes you feel like you want to go with this. This is a pick a pile. Now you can pause the video if you need to. So if this connection has been feeling like it's been like a maze, hot and cold, in and out, close, sudden distance, then let's figure out what is the attachment style. Maybe that is what is bothering here in this connection rather than something else. So if you chose the first card, which was these swans, this reading might be for you. Page of Pentacles, this is their dominant style. This is anxious, avoidant mix. This is they want to invest but gets overwhelmed by any kind of responsibility. But clearly they're showing as a page, so not wanting to take that responsibility. They feel emotionally unequipped for mature love. This is where they show interest but then freak out when things get real here. They crave the connection but they still operate from a place of emotional immaturity. Now we have Star. See, you feel like hope, healing to them. You are like this future. That's intimidating as well for them, okay? You light something deep in them, but it also makes them painfully aware of their own inadequacy. They place you on a pedestal, then they shrink back. And you're what they wish they were ready for, and that pressure makes them retreat here. So yeah, if this feels like this is something that is making sense to you about this person, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Now we have Six of Wands. See, they're scared of being seen, like truly seen, like you can see through them. They fear success in love because it would mean being vulnerable in front of you, opening up emotionally. Love isn't the goal, winning is here. And winning means control. So they crave recognition, but they fear real intimacy. This is like, you want a trophy wife, but then you don't want to play the emotional game in the whole thing. So that's the problem here. Queen of Swords reversed. I don't know if they feel that you emotionally analyze them or you judge them in some way. Any direct communication, any honest communication, it feels like confrontation to them because they are showing up in the page energy. They're not prepared to have a mature conversation, basically. They project their own shame onto you and call it criticism. They possibly gaslight you because that's the best way out of the situation. Because when you show clarity, they feel attacked. They mistake honesty for danger. That's the problem here. Now we have Ten of Pentacles reversed. See, they project emotionally by sabotaging long-term stability here. This is where they pull away when things start to get too real for them. They convince themselves it won't work anyway, so what's the whole point, So they fear building a future because they think they'll ruin it possibly, or something will ruin it. Your emotional depth forces them to confront what they've been avoiding. That is this Four of Swords reversed. Your silence feels like abandonment. Your emotional rest becomes their anxiety trigger. You represent stillness, healing, and that scares the chaos out of them. Queen of Cups reversed. See, they need to heal codependency and emotional neglect cycles somewhere because they must learn emotional boundaries, giving without absorbing here. Self-regulation, not emotional enmeshment here. They can't love well until they learn not to drown in their own emotions. See, you're not their emotional life jacket, you're a whole ocean here, but then they have to understand that. See, they are not heartless, but they are heart stuck here. You've unlocked something they weren't ready to feel, and it's not your responsibility now. They have to heal that in themselves. So you don't dim your emotional light just because they squint. Let them adjust, let them do what needs to be done here, or just look away. Now let's see, if you chose this card, then let's see what is it that is coming for you. Okay, Seven of Wands, Knight of Wands, the Moon, Reverse Death, World, Devil, and the Empress. Okay. This is defensive avoidant. This is where this person is always on guard, waiting for attack even when there is love there. This is where they don't feel safe unless they are fighting constantly. They love through defense mechanisms. They retreat. They like treat love like a battleground where there has to be some commotion going on all the time. This is not the safe space, honestly. Knight of Wands. This is passionate, impulsive. This is inconsistent. They run hot, but the moment it gets calm, they bolt. So you never know if you are the adventure or the afterthought. That's how they keep, moving with it. See, they chase the thrill, not the stability here is what I get. If this is sounding like your person, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See, they fear being exposed because Moon is something that is hidden. Love somewhere, brings out their shadows, and they don't want to be exposed, especially emotionally. They fear being seen in their mess, even if you're holding love. This is where they're afraid you will see what they're hiding and you will leave possibly. So they leave first. All right. Now, death. The idea of permanent change, that triggers them somewhere. They don't want to evolve emotionally. Love asks them to let go of who they used to be, and they resist that. This is where your presence triggers transformation, and that's terrifying because transformation is never easy. It comes with work. You have to do the work, and this person is clearly not ready for that. Then they get defensive. Now, see, they leave things open-ended, and that's their way of emotionally protecting themselves. This is where they never fully commit or fully close the chapter. This keeps you in an emotional loop here. They survive through cycles. Closure kind of threatens their control. It's like, if this chapter is done, then what will I do? But, well, if it's in a limbo, then I still have an option there. That's what they do. Now we have Devil reversed. You represent liberation to them. You are somebody that shakes their foundation, who maybe questions their ways of maybe doing things, living, or even their being for some of you. You threaten their attachment to unhealthy patterns. They feel the pull, but also the unraveling here. You're not the addiction, you are the cure, and that's scary. See, a person who is an alcoholic, who is addicted to substance, to let go of that, while it may sound nice to go in a rehab and getting it, the addiction sorted, but it's scary to leave that, right? You have these withdrawal symptoms, you don't want to let go. So that's what it is. Empress. See, reconnection with nurturing energy will help them show up more securely. Healing the mother wound or feminine trust issues this person may have is something which is affecting this whole connection. So learning that love can be soft and strong at the same time is what can help this person show up fully. To love you, they have to believe love won't destroy them. They're learning that safety can also be amazing. See, you're not here to parent them, but you did teach them that warmth feels like that. See, they fight love because love asks for peace, and they have never lived lived love in peace kind of an energy. And when they retreat, it's not, you shouldn't be taking it personally, because they're not avoiding you, they're avoiding the version of themselves that love wants them to become, and they are constantly resisting that change. But here you have to let them rise or let them rest. You can't be, hanging in there in between, just waiting forever. Don't put your healing on hold for somebody who's not willing to evolve, is what I feel from this. So I hope this gave you some clarity. Thank you for watching.